Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Worship Drumming. This is a channel where I teach drum lessons based around a worship-centered context, as well as I do drum tutorials for popular Christian songs. So today's video is by a viewer request, as you are seeing here. Sorry, I don't know really how to pronounce what your username is there. But anyways, asking about the song Happy Day by Fee. Now this is indeed an older song, but this is like the song that I first really learned to play drums to at church, so it like really means a lot to me, and I love this song. It's awesome. It's got a great message to it and everything, just singing about the victory we have in Christ and Christ just rising from the grave for us, and just really awesome, really powerful songs. Great song that just has a lot of just, I guess, energy. I don't really like using that word, but it's got a lot of high energy, is really fast and upbeat. So let's go ahead and get into playing this song. A couple special notes about this song before we get started with it. It is at a faster tempo. It's 144 BPM from what I found online, and I have my metronome clicking on eighth notes. So this is, you can just hear how fast this song sounds. So pretty fast tempo. That is the thing. The person sending this in did say that they're pretty much a beginner. I started learning this song whenever I was a beginner. The biggest thing to get over is that tempo. So slowly work your way up to this, because it doesn't matter if you can play at that tempo for 4 bars, because you're not just playing that tempo for 4 bars. You got to try to stay at that tempo, keep it consistent for like a whole 3 minutes, almost 4 minutes throughout this song. So build yourself up to that tempo first. Other than that, everything else in the song is pretty simple for the most part. The biggest thing with fast songs like this are the changes. You got to be ready for them, and sometimes the changes are a little weird in the things that they throw in. So little things there. For the most part, the song is pretty straightforward. So we'll start with kind of the intro of the song going into the first verse. So the intro of the song, lots of guitar. Drums are really just holding down the beat for the entire song. So we're playing a nice open washy hi-hat, playing our eighth notes, going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I know it's kind of fast. I'm trying to keep up with the fastness of that tempo. Our kick drum is falling on 1, 3 in the and of 3. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And snare just falls on 2 and 4 on the backbeats. 1 and 2 and, if I could play drums today, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And that's just how we're opening up the song, and that is also kind of going to be used in the chorus later. I'll talk about that in just a moment. And then the song goes from that nice open groove there down into a verse. So the verse is played the same way, except it has a closed hi-hat. So it's still eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then your kick drum still on 1 and 3 and the and of 3, and then snare drum still on 2 and 4. So it's literally the same thing, except hats are closed now. So you're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And that is just for the first verse. So we have the intro and then the first verse. Let me go ahead and play that for you at tempo. First verse, if you want to spice it up a little bit and throw some extra little ghost notes in there on your snare drum, you can. It makes it sound a little more cool and a little more upbeat and alive, but other than that, you can just hold down that simple beat. Now, from there, from that verse, first verse, it goes into a chorus, and the chorus is pretty simple for the most part. It's still exactly what you've been doing, except this time you're opening the hats. Basically, you're playing the intro. Now, there's a couple things I'm going to tell you to kind of give you some freedom here onto what you think is best and what you want to do. So you can, on this first verse, just go ahead and open up the hi-hats and just keep playing it the same, keep holding down that groove we've been doing. Or you can move your hand over here to the ride cymbal and play the exact same thing, except now you got kind of a different constant sound, more of a, I think like more of a bigger sound coming from your ride cymbal, making the song feel a little bit bigger during those sections. So what I would do typically is I'd hold off on the ride cymbal to near the very end of the song, but I'm just giving you the option. So basically the chorus is still what we've been doing. You're playing eighth notes on the hi-hat, kick on 1, 3 in the and of 3, and then snare on 2 and 4. So you're still going 1 and 2 and 3. So that is exactly what the chorus is. I'm not going to really do that one at tempo just because It's the same thing of what we've been doing. Now, after that first chorus, we go into verse 2. Now, verse 2 is where things try to get a little tricky on us here, but it's not that bad if we just slow down and think about it. So verse 2 has a 2-bar phrase for only half of the verse. I know that sounds kind of weird. So for the first part of verse 2, we're going to be playing a 2-bar phrase. Well, the first bar, we've already been doing it this whole entire time. We kick on 1, kick on 3 in the end of 3, snare on 2 and 4, eighth notes on the hi-hat. So still going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Still holding that down, except every other bar, we are going to switch what we're playing. So the first bar, still just that 1, 2, 3, and 4. The second bar, though, still eighth notes on the hi-hat. Kick drum falls only on 1 and 3. So instead of playing the end of 3, we're just playing 1 and 3. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So cutting off a kick note there. Now, the snare drum, where things get a little weird. The snare drum is playing on beat 2. It's playing on the and of beat 3 and the and of beat 4. So altogether, that bar sounds like this, really slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's the second bar. So if we put all of it together, taking the bar that we've been doing and then this new bar, put them together, and this is what you get. So you get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And that is pretty much for only half of the second verse. So I'm going to go ahead and play that at speed for you. So once again, that being really just the tricky part, then after halfway through that second verse, it just drops back down into playing just the normal 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, just going back to that normal groove. So the drums really, if you haven't noticed yet, the drums really are not doing anything fancy. They're just holding down the time for the song, and that's exactly what they're doing. So after that second verse, it goes back into a chorus. Once again, chorus. Same thing. You can change things up if you want. You can change your kick pattern up and whatnot, but that's pretty much just what's happening on the recording there. Now, it gets to another weird part. After that chorus, we go into the bridge. And the bridge has just some, it's kind of like a weird, like, laid-back thing, and then it, like, has, like, sort of a punk rhythm in it, and then, like, it's kind of weird. So whenever they do it, we're going to start out, and we're not really playing anything. And then whenever it gets to the part where it's like, you have saved me, then what you're doing is you're playing kind of what's like a punk rhythm, really. It's used in punk rock, but you're just hitting your snare and ride cymbal together, or you can do your hi-hats. Either one doesn't matter. I choose the ride cymbal. You're going to hit your snare and ride cymbal together on 1, and then your kick drum hits the ands. So your hands are playing all the quarter notes, your kick drum's playing all the eighth notes. So it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, except much faster. So whenever it gets to that part, it's just and it does feel kind of weird at first, but once you get your limbs separated, it's not that bad to be able to play. And then right after that, so after we do the "You have saved me," then it's going back into that "Oh, what a glorious day." So then during that part, the second time it's saying "Oh, what a glorious day," we're keeping eighth notes on the floor tom, just going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then it's going to go to a part where it just says like "yeah" and kind of holds out the "yeah," and then you're going back to that "Oh, happy day." I know I can't sing. I always try to sing, though. So, once again, first part of the verse on the "Oh, what a glorious day," not playing anything. Then on the "You have saved me," we're doing the little punk rock thing that. And then on the second, Oh What a Glorious Day, we're keeping eighth notes on the floor tom. And then on the Yeah, we're doing our punk rock thing again. Then from there, it just kind of crashes, drums kind of hang out playing some more eighth notes on the floor tom, and then does a fill and then comes back in playing the same chorus. Now, the fill doesn't matter what you play, you can just sit there and build it up that whole time and then do a small little fill back into the chorus. They play some really long drum fill. I'm not going to try to teach you because I'm going to be honest, I don't know how to do it, and fills are a good time to express what you want to do on the drums and learn something new yourself. So I'll let you figure that out there. So let me do the whole bridge for you, kind of with the not playing anything to the punk rock, to the floor tom, back to the punk rock, to the break, and show you kind of how all that will work. The words will be on the screen as to what part of the song I am playing. So here we go. And from there, the song just kind of carry the rest of that out through the chorus and then just kind of play a little outro, and then the song ends. So hopefully pretty straightforward for the most part, just that weird part there at the beginning of verse 2 and kind of all the weirdness going on there in the bridge. Once again, practice working your way up to the tempo of this song. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hey, I do have a giveaway of some Vic Firth 5As, which is what I was using today in our tutorial. 55 A's. Anyways, they're just a little bit longer of a drumstick, and I'm doing a giveaway of those. So if you go over to my Instagram channel, find the post about the giveaway, leave a like on that video, and then you will automatically be entered into the giveaway. I'll contact the winners through Instagram to get all information for shipping and everything. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you're interested in more content like this in the future. Leave a thumbs up if you learned something new, and leave any questions or comments that you have in the comment section below. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in another video.